Bloop, bloop. All right, gang. Welcome to Riser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's Auction Watch. That's right, gang. We're over at highbid.com looking at Raggers. I guess it would be double G if it was Raggers, but Ragers Hill Road online auction. And this is live end online auctions. But they got some interesting stuff that we're going to be taking a look at. Now, let me tell you what, gang. Here in the East, it is hot. Hot with a triple T. That's right. No painting today. If you don't know, Roger's been painting his house and stuff. And anyway, working on the foundation and etc. And yesterday, believe it or not, I actually burned myself. That's right. And it took me a while to figure that out. I burned myself because I was basically working on my hands and knees, and I was, pretty much been trying to stay in the shade and do the shaded areas of the house first, and etc. But unfortunately, the some areas where I had to go where the ground was exposed and whatnot, why, the ground was really hot enough to where I kind of burnt my hand and my knees from crawling around on the ground. I don't know, craziness, but it's hot with the triple T. But anyway, gang, so indoors we are today, and looking over here at highbid.com, and we're looking at Ragers Hill auction over in the Ragers Hill auction is over by Altoona, Pennsylvania. Give you an idea. They do say they do offer shipping, which for me probably good, because I think Altoona for us is probably approximately about a 4.5 to 5 hour car ride. And some of the items are large, which we wouldn't be able to ship anyway. But anyway, it's worth taking a look at, because there is some things in this auction that I think are highly notable. And if you care to jump into their bid, let me just say a couple of things. This is a timed auction, meaning you still have a couple of hours to get in there if you see anything that you want, etc. I do not endorse the auction itself. Basically, we're using this as commentary to kind of have a little chit chat about the items that they have available for sale. So, but anyway, gang, let's go ahead and get started. But I tell you, it was craziness yesterday. I couldn't figure out what the red mark was on my hand, and I couldn't quite figure out why my knees were so red. And here, come to find out, I actually burnt them by crawling around on the ground. Who would have thought? But I even had long pants on, heavy pants on. I had my heavy duck jean denim pants on. I just would have never thought. But anyway, we needed a day off from painting. So here we are working at the Emporium. And by the way, a couple other things. I mentioned in the last live stream that was watching eBay for an engine. I don't think I really specifically mentioned. I was looking at a brass engine over on eBay for the Emporium, and did manage to be the successful bidder. So that eventually that'll be highlighted for the Emporium and etc. And we'll have some fun stuff with that coming up. What else we got? We got next week. There's 2 live auctions. I probably won't do it during this live stream, but we're actually going to do a couple of auctions and see what photos they have of the stuff that they're going to have, and do some comps. That's right, gang. Do some live comps of stuff coming on auction, so we can try to decide which auction we want to take. So you can't be at 2 places at once. Not yet anyway, but technology is getting there. But anyway, gang, so we're going to go ahead and cruise through. Now, I know, obviously, this first thing that pops up here is this Monroe metal cabinet. And so far, they have the high bid is $300, and the reserve is not met yet. I'm kind of curious where that's going to go. But well, we'll keep on moving down. We got a canning cabinet right now. It's at $18. I believe it's an old wooden cabinet with the shelves approximately a foot apart. And cupboard, $2. I tell you what, this got 2 hours to go. And MCM. Now I did see these earlier because I kind of scanned through a little bit. And MCM, orange hanging light. These light fixtures are highly sought after. And right now, this bid is up to $26, and it would not surprise me if it would go close to 100. And the other one right next to it, the other hanging lamp, right now, it does not have a bid, but it does say it has a crack and a chip in it. But unfortunately, I tell you what, MCM, it's all about the gaudy. And I don't know about you, gang, but they are both gaudy. But I have to say that second one takes the gaudy award. I mean, that is just some kind of gaudy. But now the only trouble I have personally with dealing with these light fixtures is basically the idea. I don't know if I would ever want to deal with them unless they were rewired or etc. I'm just not too fond of the idea of somebody burning down their house and then being somehow remotely responsible for it. So, but anyway, if you basically are interested in that kind of stuff, either have somebody rewire them or get them rewired. And anyway, but they are neat to look at. Gaudy. People are into gaudy now. Metal glider with handmade cushions. Okay, well, we do have to talk about just briefly metal chairs. That's right, like the pancake or the waffle designs. People are after those big time. And you see them in all kinds of shapes and forms. And you know what? I would not hesitate at all to give them a paint. If they need paint them over. That's right. And you can probably increase your profit probably about fourfold. But right now, that glider is going for $22. Now, I have sold the gliders in the past, and I've actually done quite well with them. Even ones I haven't done anything to, just all rusty and weather beaten and etc. But I tell you, people are after the metal pancakes or waffle. I forget what they're called. They got the interwoven designs in them, but people are after them. And but anyway, lot 9A wooden glider and $3. Probably needs a little bit of work. Men's e-spirit bike and vintage vintage black baby seat. And they can only be so vintage because there was a time that they never put people didn't use the car seats. And let's see, lot 12, Columbia reel-to-reel player and speaker. Oh, I tell you, they're coming in the vogue right now. It's only got a bit of a buck. Can't beat it. Vintage balls and box. I can't tell if they're baseballs or croquet. I don't know. But who knows? You could use them for decor. Metal patio table. Same thing with the metal chair. Besides, if you have a metal glider and a metal chair, you do need a patio table to go along with it. And they actually don't command a very high price as what the chairs and the gliders do, of course. But still, you need it for the set. Yes. Pepsi Cola Monster Bash Cup and Lids. Surprised it has a buck, but again, hey, it's monsters and etc. But neat stuff. Oh, we got a shock absorber tester. If you need one, there you go. Vintage baby chair. Is it a high chair? Can't quite tell. Oh, we got the little thing here. Almost looks like a rocker. No. Looks more like on the... I can't tell there where it's sitting on top of something. But there you go. Right now, that has no bids on it. Moving right along, we got some stuff here later on that we kind of really got to talk about because it shocks me. Bag caddies, that's right. For anybody who's up in golf and you need you know what? I see people using this now for their yard tools. They'll get an old golf bag and they use the little cart here, and they'll actually use it for their garden tools. I think it's a neat idea. And lot 27 to your far right is storefront cooler. Right now it's got a bid of $12. I don't exactly know. I know some people are actually using these for their garages and their parties and etc. But you know what? If you like the decor thing, actually, this is a Pepsi Cola. Why? Yeah, anything that you want it to be. Vintage fireplace end irons. There you have it. $2. That's actually a good deal so far. And again, we still got about a little less than 3 hours before these start closing up. And roller skates in case. And could be a nice little piece of decor thing there. Now, actually, I don't know what this is. I did see this when I was kind of breezing through. Is it lights? I don't know. It says it's a Solar Electric Merc Mite. Not sure what that is. And right next to it, lot 33, looks like that's a like a pump, like a sump pump. And I don't think probably people were actually wanting the motor inside, if I was to guess, because they are quite a powerful motor. We'll see something about that too in a little bit later on. Texaco, vintage Texaco grease drums. Right now it's got a bid of $7. And right next to it, Amico grease drums up to $6. I tell you, automotive stuff. I tell you, there's been a resurgence of it lately, and I tell you, it's happening. It's hopping. Not in this auction. I'm trying to remember where I was watching. I believe I want to say it's later on this evening. I believe over on Auction Zip. Don't hold me to it. It's either in Georgia or Tennessee. It's one of the southern states. They're having an automotive auction that looks quite impressive, signage and etc. But I believe that goes on tonight. If we're still on, we may pop over to Auction Zip and take a look at it, see what's going on with it. But anyway, back to this. Got some more drums, got some grease sprayers, grease drums with this, yeah, automotive stuff. Automobile Club, Southern California. It looks like a sticker. And on top of a case there, or a little box of drawers. Automotive, I tell you. Heavy duty bandsaw, lot 40 there. Daytona. And right now, that case, though, I wonder how big that is. I wonder if I click on this, if I'm going to mess up the entire stream. We'll find out. Nope, you guys went with me. Awesome. Lot 41, Automobile Club of Southern California contracts. I have to say, I'd probably be a bidder on this. And we got some more pictures here we'll take a look at. Kind of a neat little automotive thing there. I do believe I would probably be a bidder. I wouldn't be a high bidder, but nevertheless, I think I probably would bid on that. But anyway, let's get back to the auction. Right now, it's at 6 and the bid is 7. I always try to go in with a game plan, try to map it out a little bit, try to budget. That way you never would get caught up in the heat of the moment. Even if I'm watching stuff on eBay, like with the locomotive engine earlier, I was watching on eBay. I always got a price in mind that I want to stick to. And if the price just blows by it, let it go. There will be more coming. But anyway, I don't know where I would be if I was to resell this with the sticker. Now, obviously, this I probably would be hesitant about shipping. So this would be an in-person sale of some sort, whether down at the Emporium or whatnot. I don't know where I'd be. Probably about $30-$35. So obviously I don't want to pay too much for it, or it's going to eat up all your profit. I don't know. I'd probably be into it for at least 10 and then leave it be. But neat thing, neat stuff. Decor, and I would call that a decor item. Lot 42, vintage lantern with red globe. And this is actually a neat item here. I kind of like this. Advertising store rack for clamps. That's right. I mean, this is actually multifunctional in my opinion. You can actually probably still use it without worrying, as long as you're not hanging anything that's going to be banging up against the advertisement. It's got a nice patina to it. I'm not even sure, other than a little bit of soap and water, if I would clean it up any more than that. I definitely would not scrub it. I'd want the patina on it. And with the little racks there where it used to hang the clamps on, I don't know, what else could you use it for? But I think it has some very, very high decor possibilities. And right now, other people say it. Right now, the bid's at 20. Again, still got a couple hours to go with it. So we're not really sure where that would possibly go. But neat item. Take look at some more pictures at it. A little closer to the front. I mean, the advertising's neat. It's nice. It's intact. It's got the patina. It's got a little bit of marking on it. Obviously, it's not perfect, but for me, I'm all about patina. I like rust, and it's a decent size. It's not something that's going to take up your entire wall space. And then what can you hang on? Just the possibilities are unlimited for a use in decor. But anyway, moving on. Vintage lot 44, vintage wooden trunk storage container. Right now it's got a buck. Oh, we have to click on this just because I've always been a sucker for luggage and trunks, even though they are heavy, big, and bulky. And we'll just say that they are not known for a quick sale. And I'm going to say it might have had a shelf in there at one time with this piece here. Of course, I don't see it over here. It looks like it was there and then it's gone. But it possibly could have had a shelf inside. But either way, or anyway, the trunk. Old trunk. No, I don't get my little magnifier on the other pages here. Hey, for a buck, you can hang on to it for a little bit and get rid of it. Lot 46, wooden coat rack with hooks. Oh, let me tell you what. I've been watching these just fly out of the stores for decor and whatnot. Of course, this one looks like the feet need a little bit of paint, if not repair. And I've been watching a guy in his booth been selling these for 50, 60 bucks. MJ, hi, gotta have those hooks. And but yeah, they amaze me. But again, it's just something that you can't go out to the store and buy anymore, especially made out of wood. Cigar humidor chest right now bids up to $6. Lot 47. Vintage W.C. Fields best shot dartboard. just because it says WC Fields, we got to click on it. All right, this might be some kind of neat. It's right now it's at $3, and you got your little score chart on the sides, and when it's closed up, you've got WC Fields. That's kind of neat. That could be probably more decor than actually use as a dartboard anymore. Actually, let's take a close look at the dartboard, see how worn it is. It's just the cork still has got some life into it. Nothing is made out of wood anymore. No. And I don't know. I think it'd be a nice little decor bar room piece. Aruga horn. Oh, no. Vintage Condor bike horn. Scare the crap out of the neighbors. That's right. And Lot 50 vintage symphonic model record player. MCM. There we go. Mid-century mod. Oh, look at that. Gaudy. Everybody loves the gaudy. If I got that, there would be more holes in the walls than the board. It all depends if there was libations being taken as well. No, I'm just kidding. But I've never been one for darts. What'd be neat about this piece? It's only $1, which surprises me because I've been watching these just fly out of the shops and stores, and for only $1, that's cheap. Now, if it works as well, then you can actually really increase your asking price. Especially that. That one has a nice front. The one next to it, Lot 51, vintage Dean record player. It's okay. You're I don't know, just not too crazy about it. I mean, could you put it on a side table with maybe an old 78 sitting? I don't know. I think the other one is a better buy. I don't even think I would waste the money for the Lot 51. I would focus on Lot 50. Records are making a comeback. That they are. We were just watching an auction for just vinyl. It was last week sometime. And just some of the prices. Oh my goodness. They were really, I mean, I was amazed. Traveling bar set, not complete. You got the case. You got the cups. Let's take a look at it. Is there enough there to make it? I think so. It has no bids. Hey, you know what? You throw $1 at it, sell it for 15, 20, and you're doing something. And looks like the case maybe needs a little bit of a cleanup. And Mark the Boat Hoister. Hi. I love the pop and the hiss you would hear from a record player. Absolutely. And there's something about scratches and scratching that I always found appealing. I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, at the same time, I will listen to stuff on the YouTube and where else that's been digitally enhanced and what. I don't know. It's crazy. Next to it, Johnstown soda crates. And let's see if there actually any of the... no, I'm not seeing any of the... what's that say? At first, I thought it said... does it say Tulip? Tulip something company? At first, I thought it's... no, there it is. Tulip Bottling Company. And the bottom one's Coca-Cola. That's the old yellow. And that's neat. These were kind of hot a couple of years ago, but they've kind of calmed down a little bit. Vintage oil cans right now, $4. Cheap. They got some patina going on with them. And, yeah, just ready for the man cave or man garage. Hey, speaking of vinyl, box of records. Oh, look at there. You've got Nat King Cole, Judy Garland, Roy Clark. Oh, I wish you could see how many records there were in this box. Yeah, let's go down and see. No, it just says box of records. But somebody's already there for $1. Michigan MJ, do they have oil in them? Right. Who would want an oil can without it? I don't know. Oil pan collector for lift. That's right. Hey, you can still use that. $12. Hardware swing arm floor lamp. I don't even think we can call it. This is probably pre-MCM. But for $3, cheap. Needs to be rewired. And it's actually not a bad looking piece. Could probably use a little bit of brasso and whatnot. Clean it up. You got the globe. And not a bad looking piece at all. Where are we at with that? $3. Oh, that's a buyer. Roger silver quadruple teapot and creamer. Right now it's at $2. Let's see if they got the bottoms of them showing anywhere. There they are. Let's take a look. Can't quite make out the symbol. This one we should be able to. $2. I can't beat it. Lot 60 schooner model sailing ship, 26 inches tall. And these sell well, I find online, but they are just a pain to ship and package and box. Unless it's a person-to-person sale, I probably won't bother with them anymore. But they look neat. They're great for decor. And right now, that one for $2, I would be tempted. Oh, it looks a little broken down here. Big beam beacon lamp. Oh, who doesn't need one of those? Actually, I'm surprised. That would actually be a sort of a neat little decor item for the man cave. And right now it's got no bid. Violin and case. Right now it's at $10. And depending on maker and whatnot, you could be a millionaire overnight. Well, it won't be overnight, but yeah. Who knows? It could be a Stradivarius. No. But you never know. Thou shalt not deal with musical instruments. That's what I have to remind myself. And they can get you. Soleil Cadillac license plate and holder. Let's take a look. Automotive. Oh. Soleil, Johnstown, PA. Right now it's got a bid of $4, and I'm sure someone's more after having the dealership's name on it. Cocoa Clock, 66 and 67 lot numbers. You got one for 20, another for 16, and thou shalt. I cannot have a cuckoo clock or a chiming clock in the house. I don't know. Maybe secretly I'm Captain Cook, from Peter Pan, and doesn't want to hear the tick tock, tick, or yet the reminder of passing time. Or just being yelled at by a bird. Anyway, cuckoo clocks. It could be your thing, and right now they look rather reasonable. MCM, there you go. Vintage, retro, party tray, ice bucket, drink tray. Lot number 71. Early plastic. Who doesn't like plastic? Cuckoos are a German thing. And we got some crystalware, which does not have a bid. Surprised. And great stuff. I don't even think we've gotten to this stuff I actually was tuning into this auction for yet. Hager MCM vase and one small crock. And right now it's only got a bit of a buck. And what else we got going on? Vintage. It's an air sprayer. Cummins touch up spray. Oh, right now it's only $5. That's actually quite decent. Next to it, lot 75, vintage Bullard alarm. That's right. Let's hook that up and scare the grandkids. And it's time for a bid. Yeah, okay. But anyway, lot 77, vintage white draw knife, 1800s, and wood splitting wedges. Right now they've got a bid for $6. And lot 79 has got a Griswold New American Rusty Damper. And you figure I'd remember. I just bought one of those not too long ago. You'd figure I would remember how much they were. Lot 80. Nice decor piece here. Vintage sanitary dairy porch milk box. And looks like it's got some graphics left onto it. Let's click onto it. Yeah, I got some graphic left onto it. And it's horrible. It says sanitary. I wonder if somebody was using it for like a... what's inside? Wonder if somebody was using it for... a diaper bin. Looks like an old advertisement. It looks like a bowling ball, and I can't quite see what else is in there. But anyway, a little banged up, but it's not perfect. But I think it still has decor value. Lot 81, City Service Blue Club Motor Oil. Says it's empty. Sorry, MJ. And right now it's had a bit of a buck. These should improve a little bit. Next up, Quaker Supreme Brake Fluid Container. It's also empty. And right now that's at $2. Next one to it, I'm surprised that's only... I should have registered a bit on this. I still got time. We still got 2 hours to go. A little better than 2 hours. 2 hours and 42 minutes to go. Wolf's Head all-purpose lube, full container. Dangerous to say that word with Mark if he's still in the chat. Wolf Head's all-purpose lube, full container. Wolf's Head. Right now it's at $4. And too far. And we'll skip over to lot 86, Luboline motor oil container, empty, $1. I am surprised that these are still cheap. And again, I would not want these shipped. I would have to go out and pick them up. I still got time. Oh, here's one of the items too that's coming up. We'll get there. We'll get there right now. Lot 90, Peters shotgun shell case with 3 shells. And right now, that's right now, that's commanding a price of $125. We're going to click on it and take a look at it. I just recently sold an empty blasting cap box. And what was strange is the blasting cap box came inside. It had the nuts and the bolts and stuff to a erector set, and so basically, I changed out the boxes for the nuts and bolts and etc., and sold the box by itself, and actually made 3 times the price I paid for the erector set. So that was all right. Peter's trap load. But people collect these boxes just like, oh my goodness. But somebody is after it. $125 for an empty box. You saw it here first. We have to look at this just because it's neat. Lot 91, novelty ladies' legs, nutcracker picks on glass. All right, let's just see. Sure enough, that's what they are. That's a nutcracker, and it's in the shape of ladies' legs. But believe it or not that we're going to get overly crass. It only has a bit of $1. Why not? I bet you could probably sell them for $15, $20. It's that novelty thing, that kind of that. I don't want to call it runch. What do we want to call it? Back in the 50s, if you could put it with your 50s decor and whatnot, and yeah. I wonder when I would have to pick this up. I think we're going to have to check this out. I would buy that nutcracker. Lot of vintage lighters, lot number 94. We're going to click on that because let me tell you, Zippo is, wow. I am amazed at how the Zippo lighters are going right now. And looks like one's got a deck of cards and can't quite see the other one. There's only one picture. Bids at $3. I think for $3, it's worth a chance. It's worth a gamble. I like this. This, I think, where are we at with price list? $2. It's a Cheryl dashboard car compass. That's right. And for anybody with a collector car and whatnot, not only do you need to have the knob for the steering wheel, but yes, that's right, you also need the compass. Mallyman Mike, how are you? And I think for a bit of $3, I think you're pretty safe. What is it with nuts? Lot number 93, Corning casserole vintage nut chopper and serve container. I tell you, it's all about nuts around here. And nobility plate flatware set. Right now, that's got a bit of $12 on it. And moving on down, what's it say? Small wire metal basket with folding handles. And rival grind-a-mat meat grinder for $1. The old crank. And all right, there's a good piece of decor item right there. Lot number 99, Valio wooden cheese box. It's actually got some pretty nice graphics. Right now it's at $4. I don't know, gang. What do you think? First a nutcracker, now a nut chopper. I'm scared. BRB, class is over and I'll chat later. All right, MJ. And anyway, for a nice piece of decor like that, I don't know. I'd throw it in the shop for $25 or so. I'd try to snatch it up for anything under 10. Cast iron pans. I would love to get into the minutia of cast iron, but I just can't do it. They're heavy. And but the railroad ones I haven't dealt with before. the ones that actually have the railroad insignias and emblems and etc. Yo, wow. All right, gang. Lot 100. If you haven't seen it, you're seeing it now. Tire inflator air pump. That's right. The old fashioned kind. I can remember those when I was a kid at the gas station. It wasn't also too fun to jump on the bell cord and let ring the bell inside the gas station, ding ding. But anyway, tire inflator air pump lot 100 vintage. It's over $1,000 right now. Let's take a look at it. Let's click on it, take a look at it, and looks like it has the stand. Yes, it does. It's got the stand and everything to go with it. Wow. $1,000. That's neat. I just don't know about $1,000 worth of neat. But somebody out there wants it for their garage and their decor. Oh yeah. Lamp 101 vintage lamp. And 102, you get yourself a little statue. Looks like two youngsters. Lot 103, 4 pieces of Depression era glass. And people are after it. Is this a clock? It sure is. United Justice clock. And you got the scales attached to it. Matching red juice glasses and stemware. Red glass. Oh, I tell you. Here's another vintage golf caddy. Got the wheels? Got the wheels. And no bid for that right now. Lot 111, metal triangular outdoor wind chime. Anti-ticking clocks, cuckoo clocks, and anti-wind chimes. I don't know, it's just me. However, they do say that wind chimes, especially on days like today, wind chimes make you feel cooler. I don't know. Is that because mentally, subconsciously, you know that the winds blow? I don't know. Lot 113, 3 wood levels. Some of these are also commanding high prices, especially with the planes and whatnot. And let's kind of take a quick gander at them. They look a little worse for wear. I say, for $1, do it. Clothespins. Who don't need clothespins? Hey, $1, and they're made out of wood. And sausage grinder, lot 115. That would actually be a decent decor piece, maybe. It's kind of attached to that board there, and yeah, gang. Would you clean it up? I don't know. I'm all about the patina, but I think I would clean it up just a little bit. Another chest, slightly damaged. On hinge, it says slightly damaged on hinge. We'll have to take a look at it. Right now, it's got no bids. But again, gang, decor. Oh, it's actually not that bad. I was hoping they would have a picture of the damage. You can tell how on the on this photo, the other side's not exactly lining up, but who knows? Maybe with a little bit of repair, you can bring it back to life. So right now, it's got no bids. Wooden chest, another one. I tell you, more decor stuff. Radial flyers and the lot 119. Right now it's got a bid of $14. And moving on down. Little Red Child's wooden chairs got a bid for $6. And let's see what else we got going on. Patio cart, if you need one of those. Now, this I am not surprised at. We're going to take a look at it. 2 vintage ladies' hats, vintage nylons hosiery. This material is getting harder and harder to find. And people are actually looking for the vintage and the retro apparel and clothing. And it is just, I think it's just becoming scarcer and scarcer to find. And people are beginning to pay a premium for it. And I know, gang, that hat is just gaudy enough. Why, yeah. Right now, the bid's at $34, and I can't even venture to say where I would be. And I just don't know enough about it. I just know that when we see it, sometimes if it's in good condition, why take a chance at it. Just don't go breaking the bank for it. Unfortunately, you do not see the tops of these hats. I mean, they look brand spanking new. I mean, obviously, they've been well protected for years and years and years. Did I maybe miss? This is the lot next to the women's hats. But no, they actually don't have a photo of the hats, unfortunately. Men's hats. 2 men's hat in boxes. You know, even the boxes themselves have been commanding a decent price. Lot 128. Art 3 Art Deco light fixtures. We're actually going to click on that because basically I've been finding a lot of old hardware stuff has been actually doing really well. I mean, yeah, these look ceramic. I don't know. Actually, it looks metal in there. Lot 131, a lot of glass. 132, got some green glass in there. Hence the name Green Glass Lot. And 135, you got cookie cutters and handy holders. Oh. 141, milk bottles. Oh, they look rather new-ish. Looks like they have the plastic holders, carriers around the neck of them. Lot 144, salt dips and assorted knickknacks. Oh, might have to click on this one. Lot 145, a lot of knickknacks and bells. Yeah, we'll take a quick look. Oh, somebody's playing golf. Sure enough, you got some bells going on there. What is that bottom piece? I don't know, but that bottom piece Almost looks oriental. I don't know. I wonder if I should have registered a bid on this. More than likely. A duck bank. Who doesn't need a duck bank? Lot 147. Nice little decor piece. It's got a bit of a buck, but hey, why not? Need that. Vintage potty seat and scale. Not to be used at the same time. Well, actually, you probably could, and then you'd see how. No, maybe not. There you are. Oh, who doesn't need that? That's got. It doesn't even have a bid on it. I tell you. What's your how? What? How? I don't know. So we'll put this. Let's just think. Theoretically, we're going to buy this. Let's say it goes for only a buck because nobody in their right minds, because we're not, but nobody in their right minds would want this piece for decor, except for me and other strange people. But if it goes for only a buck, what would you sell this for? How much could a vintage child's potty seat actually command? 25? 30? You're not finding them every day. I'm sure most of them have been thrown away. I know what I would almost would make it a challenge to try and sell that, pending on condition. I think I would try to sell it for $50, and I think I could find a buyer for it. I know that sounds strange, but I'm even saying 50 is like on the low side. I think it could possibly do even better. But for cash in hand, I don't know. I would shoot for $50. It's got no bids. That's it. We need to register and start bidding on this stuff. I don't know when I could get out to Altoona to pick all this stuff up. I think we could do it. I would almost make that a challenge. I would set that in a special spot down in the Emporium and make it a challenge. I got to sell it for $50, and I will court the buyer for this. I don't know. Anyway, I remember those scales too, by the way. They would spin when you would, yeah, unfortunately step on them and show you your weight. Scales, they're such a depressing thing anymore. Anyway, where are we at? Vintage graniteware and cooking. Oh, utensils. People are into the kitchen stuff. And oh, look, there's the potty chair behind it. And got some nice little vintage stuff in there. And somebody's already got a bid of $2 for it, but yeah, gang. Lot 150, vintage ladies beaded purse, shoehorn. And there's some other stuff in there, so let's click on it. I see there's some weaponry in there. Looks like a letter opener. 2 purses. And I'm kind of surprised they're not doing better. And a shoehorn with looks like a Asian lady with a kimono. That's actually fairly decorative, I think. Right now, it's only a buck, but the right now next bid is 2, and I say why not? Tins, we've got to look at the tins. There's no wow, really? We got some tins and no action going on. Oh, got some old medicinal bottles in there. Oz, what's that? Oh, I have to put that on my notepad to find out. But the rest of the tins, they kind of look like spices. I can't quite tell. The picture isn't exactly clear. Oh, we got more pictures. Is that polish? The Tholine? Not sure. And is that Murderchrome? I wish I could see what that says there with the Oz something or other. But I'll have to do a search for it later on the web. Yep, that's what those other tins are. They are spices. And who'd want the old bottle there? And Satina? Can't quite see what that is. Is that a fungus remover? Yes, sure enough, athlete's foot powder. And Rexall. It's actually not a bad little lot. I would buy that lot. Lot 152, lot of vintage juicers, syrup bottles, and mystery. Let's click on it because I'm actually liking some of this other stuff that's down here. Need it. Oh, that's the only picture. Kind of was really wondering what that orangey looking thing is there. Pressure cooker, assorted pots, coffee pots. Oh, I need those. And the percolators, yeah. And I should go click on it because do they have their cords? Don't know. They could be inside. Only one photo. And I don't know. Coffee in a regular old-fashioned percolator like that is tasty. Silver plate serving dish with glass bake insert. Lot 151. It's only $1. I can't beat it. PRR cards. Oh, let's take a look at it because it could be Pennsylvania Railroad. Sure enough. That's what that is. 4 empty cars only. Do we got more pictures? Nope, that's the only one. We'll try clicking on it again. See if we can get it larger. Nope. Is this as good as we're going to get? Probably. Yep. Probably for a conductor or a railroad man. And yeah. Neat little piece of railroad ania for you. It's only $1. Oh, I tell you. Lot 157, pocket magnifier wristwatch dog tag style. And lot 158, assorted advertising tins. Let's click on it. Almond kisses and dainty mints. Nice little advertising lot there. It's $1. I like the bread. I think that's a bread box in the back. Is that part of this thing too? Maybe. I don't know. So no, that's 159. This is lot 158 in here. So shined up, that bread box would be neat. Mike, if you're still in here, doesn't it look like a solder tin? I don't know. That's what it reminds me of. Oh, speaking of the bread box, there you have it. Oh, it's only $2. Can't beat it. I tell you what, give it a little bit of a shine to it, and that would be a nice shelf sitter. Crayons, Bazooka Joe Gum Comics. You know what? That'd be kind of neat to look up. I don't know, but I wonder if the old comics themselves have any value. I have to look that up. Lot 162, fondue set. Is fondue still a thing? I don't know. But hey, you got a Stein there with it. And nice stuff. Williamsburg, Stife Pewter Mug. It's got a bit of a buck. Two antique sterling silver pickle forks. Oh, we have to click on that. Let's go ahead and do it. Now, these pickle forks, as they were calling them, I have seen them in the past where they were not pickle forks, but they were colonial era forks. But they look like pickle forks. Lot of suitcases. Oh, sucker for luggage. Maybe not that luggage. That looks a little, yeah. Even though I like patina, you always have to bear in mind that condition is everything. Halltree coat rack, shine it up, clean it up. Right now it's got a bid of $3. A lot of saws, hand drill and jack, vintage tools, and vintage mop bucket with ringer. It's got a bid of $2. Okay, so you can't buy those anymore. So if you're still using the old-fashioned mops, that's fine. But could it lend itself to any sort of decor possibilities? I don't know. But somebody wants it. It's got a bid, $2. And down here we have a lot of lights. We'll take a quick sneak peek at them. And nope, I don't think I would be a partaker in that. End tables. Men's valet chair. Let's take a quick peek. I would say if it was in decent enough shape, maybe. Might be a little bit of a hard sell piece. Phones are becoming hot again, since we're especially getting away from the era of the phones, especially if it's rotary dial, which you're looking at right there at lot number 182, general telephone, rotary telephones. Let's click on and see what the old one's like. A little beat up, but I think it can lend itself to a decor piece. I think cleaning it up would be I don't want to say a must, but wait till you see the next one. Gaudy is hot. And I would definitely be a bidder on this. I don't know where I would be at. I don't think I'd want to go any more than $20. But I think I think the best out of the two would be the puke colored one there. Great stuff. I tell you what, I said it earlier, and I just may jump on here, register to bid, and do it. Nice piece there. Great frame. Right now it's got a bid of $4. And what makes that, I mean, for me, if couldn't sell the picture itself for what it is, the frame is where it's at. Reuse the frames. Don't be scared to reuse frames. Shoe molds. People used to collect those quite a bit. Right now they got a bid of $14. Vintage white table, wooden sewing box, and yellow bread crate, maybe. We're clicking on it. And oh yes, of course. Yes. Why aren't we registered to buy? Gaudy is hot, and I don't think you can get any more gaudy than that plastic yellow bread box. Yeah, somebody for their 1970s decor kitchen would love that. And I have to say, that's probably the ugliest thing I've seen so far in this auction. And that would probably be a top seller. If this was a live auction, maybe like the auction we were at a couple weeks ago, people would have been clamoring all over this thing. Now, mind you, MCM, maybe it's because we lived through part of it. But anyway, MCM is just not my thing, but I can appreciate it for what it is. Gaudy, that's right. You could only make this piece better by one thing, and that would be if it was either spotted or if it was plaid. I tell you, yeah. As long as there's no cracks in it or anything like that, we'll see down at the info if they have anything. No, they don't. Oh, there's materials inside the sewing box, by the way. No, it doesn't say anything about condition or anything, but I tell you, that is the gaudiest thing ever. I don't know. All right, we'll stop now. Lot 187, metal shop stool and steps. And always need steps. Bamboo throwing toys, lot 188. Dresser boxes and clocks for, I'm going to click on that, 189. More MCM kitchenware, it looks like. I am 189, right? 189. What does it say? Dresser boxes? I'm not sure what exactly. Oh, the old plastic boxes for the top that you would put your hairpins in and etc. I got you. And at first I thought it was like kitchenware type stuff. And we'll take a look at the clock. Nice. Oh, nice clock there. Just have it bid $2. And that was kind of plain, but nice. We got more stuff. Wait a minute now. Is that an ashtray or a clock? Let's see if we can get it a little bit larger. Nope, can't get it larger. It's got numbers around it, I think, but I can't quite tell what that is. It looks more like an ashtray, though. And got some other little miscellaneous. Got some John Lennon glasses for you. And neat stuff. So you got more pictures here. It looks like a fan. And that's about it there. Well, for $2, we'd be in there. We'd do it. Lot 190, almanacs and office items. And looks like an ashtray, old-fashioned tabulator / calculator. That might be a subject for later. What's the difference between a tabulator and a calculator? Does a tabulator only add? I think so. And a calculator can actually calculate. And looks like you got some checkerboard pieces. Oh, we got some stuff here going on. Gas station light, possibly, and soap dispenser. No way of telling, but if that soap dispenser was halfway decent and not cracked, they actually do fairly well. I'm trying to really make out what this light fixture's about, but not really getting it. Underwood typewriter. It's a buck. They're heavy. Oh, all the insides are gone. So it won't be as heavy. And, you know, even for a decor piece, maybe. I don't know. I know my fingers ache just looking at it. It's not only did you had to press those. There was not just tapping or lightly touching those keys. You had to force those keys down. My fingers just ache. I can remember doing term papers on one of those while I was in college. That was the only typewriter I could afford. Used old ribbon. And writing a term paper on one of those, oh my goodness. By the time you were done, your fingers were just... Box of miscellaneous. And right now it's got a bid of $5. Lot of wooden boxes. Let's take a look. Right now, it's at $4. You're looking at what, 6 boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5 boxes. And let's see if they have anything on them to discern. One down here says Chandler Products Corporation, maybe. Euclid, Cleveland, Ohio. Can we make out what the bottom one says? Maybe not. Nope. Can't quite see it. Let's take a look at the other pictures. More boxes, or are these the same ones just rearranged? So what it looks like. I'd be a buyer for those. They got a nice decor value to them. Nice decor piece. Would not clean them up at all. And we are only halfway through this. A lot of baskets. Fire extinguisher. More wooden boxes. Click on it. What do we got for that one? So it looks like City Bottling Company, New Kensington, Pennsylvania. Let's say Lotta Cola. $9. Somebody probably wants it for the advertising, which I can't blame them. Yep, a lot of cola, 10 ounce, and we can't quite see the bottom one there. Nope. And neat stuff. Wooden baskets, more boxes. Oh, we already looked at that. A lot of miscellaneous lights. Flashlights. Who don't need a flashlight? And especially now that we have, this one actually looks like a railroad lantern. Modern railroad lantern. And if you can see my mouse on the screen, I'm kind of pointing over that thing. So, got some little decor in there. Where are we at? No bid. I just talked myself into bidding on this auction and possibly driving to Altoona to pick the stuff up, maybe. I think I did. And you saw it here first. Five suitcases and vintage General Electric something. And actually, those don't look bad at all. And they have them opened up. I mean, inside, for decor purposes only. Yes. Vintage decor. Would not actually, they would need a little bit of cleaning up, a little bit of a sprucing. And looks like a toiletry bag. And that is that looks like a hair dryer, which probably should not ever use. And handle's gone. That's actually the piece I was kind of looking at. Luggage. Always a sucker for it. Lot of green bottles. They're green. Vintage glass bottles. I see an RC Cola, and yeah, that's about it. And flag holder. Really, you're putting a flag holder? I don't even know how much they are anymore. But they're asking a buck. A bit of a buck. Vintage miner's light. It's got a bid of $4. And we are just kind of cruising along. A lot of assorted gears. Great for the artisans out there who want to make different things and etc. $2. Lot 218's got some vehicle emblems. And I see GMC. I see, what is that one? What is the horse and what's the little horse? The steer emblem. That wouldn't be a Mustang, would it? One next to it, I believe that's a Rambler. I don't know. Do we have more pictures? Nope. Looks like a Cadillac hubcap, Ford center cap. And of course, we can't see what's over here. It's got a bid of $2. We'd throw a couple bids in there. A lot of 3 coping saws. We can cope. And you got a soldering gun, squirt pop bottles, and crate. Well, I don't think I've ever seen that many squirt pop bottles in one spot. They look in great shape. The labels are vibrant. Let's take a look. Sure enough, I would have to do some comps on that and see where we would be. Squirt! And they look decent. And it's not something you see every day. Is there a market for it? I'm sure. There's a market for anything. Vintage charger. It's got a bid for $2. Windshield wiper motors. And let's click on them, see what they... Nope, not old enough. And got some 7-Up bottles. You got the biggies. These two actually probably make that lot. No bids. Because these two, dare I say it, it's MCM error. Oh, wait until I see a buddy of mine. He's going to get it. It's all his fault. Oh, we got some bottles. I don't know what they are. Let's see. Lot of Sanders bottles. I don't know that brand at all. Is that beer? Soda pop? I don't know. Would have to look them up. Research. Research is fun. Two wooden crates. And we've got something on it. Let's see what it says. Glockner, Nelly White, Decor. Oh, somebody would want it. A lot of brown glass bottles with corks. I'll tell you what, clean up on some glass. Now, I don't like dealing with glass just because of the oops factor. I see some Pepsi bottles. I see some Coke bottles. They're an RC Carrier. The RC Carrier probably makes that a lot. And some other miscellaneous glass in there. It's got a bid of $1. Glass jugs. For me, that would be a pass. Lot 232. Box of glass jars and jugs. And, we're going to click on it just to see if there's any advertising on them. And, no, they look fairly modern. There's some old orange juice bottles down there. Wood stack crates. Oh, we got more. Actually, I'm kind of digging those. Imagine those hung on the wall as kind of like little mini decor shelves. Oh, yeah, I think so. We got a bid. Yep, $4 so far. Nice pieces. A crutch. Who doesn't need a crutch? What are we at here? Lot 234. Wooden crutches, football, and toy gun. Well, you either get shot in the leg or you injure your leg because of football. Plastic jugs and miscellaneous screw jack and a hand crank bench grinder. Wooden chest and 3 cigar boxes. Sledgehammer head. More tins. And paint sprayer. Vintage Delhi garage cabinet. Actually, let's take a look at it real quick. Boop, boop, boop. Sure enough, United Delco. It's actually a halfway decent piece. I wonder what this signage is behind it. I'm sure it'll be coming up. Miscellaneous garage items. Always, always, always looking at those. I love miscellaneous. I love box lots. Large lot of CB radios, 2 stacks. Oh. Air hammer set. Omaha Industrial Tools. Zip gun. Tall metal jack. Vintage 5-arm metal light with shade. Lot 256, miscellaneous lot of epoxy products, etc. Let's take actually a look to see the advertising. Tape, picture cord, dolphin, epoxy cement. Not really enough there to. Three containers of miscellaneous screws. Not so much interested in the screws, but we did see that. That's a Vaseline jar. Okay. Always want to look at the containers to see what the screws or nuts and bolts are in. Retro MCM, dare I say it. Thermos plastic lunchbox, lot 236. No bid. And lot 260, carburetor tune-up kit. Lot 269. I'd be a bidder for this. Maybe. It's got decor value. I love that knob, by the way. The tuner in the middle. Where are we at? Vintage Zenith Cobramatic record player. And I think for just decor value alone, I would be a contender. Right now, the bid's only $3. Hey, Barney, how are you? More retro radio. Look at that. Tell me that does not have decor value there. When have you seen one like that? Zenith. Right now it's got a bid of $6. And we're going to click on every photo they have. Great shape, too. And it's small. I like small. Great stuff. I still may jump in here. 3 transistor radios, realistic Zenith and Camaro. Lot 274. I'd probably be in for this one as well. $2. Who can't beat that? RCA, lot 277. Old vintage RCA Victor AM radio. Wouldn't that look nice up on the shelf there next to your antique cameras and etc.? I think so. Great stuff. It's got all of its knobs, which, believe it or not, for antique radios, you'd be surprised of how many times that the radios will, or etc., or even antique televisions will not have their knobs. What are you getting this information? We're at highbid.com, taking a look at an auction that is located in South Fork, Pennsylvania. And we're kind of looking, getting some comps, but I think we're actually going to be registering the bid on this. And I know if I do intend on doing that, I got to watch my time because, yeah, I got to do all that before it starts. Kitchen table. Oh, looked a little worse for wear. Two pots. Lot 290 Ford tailgate logo sign. Oh, somebody out there needs it. Right now it's got a bid of $16. Real quick. Lot 291 vintage pogo sticks. You can have the express lane to the emergency room. And lot 293. Actually, I like these. Hubcaps. Oh, see if we can pick anything out of there. Is that a Mustang hubcap there? I don't know. They have a bid? Yep, $3. Two Chevy Corvette hubcaps. Right now they got a bid of $12. Four Dodge hubcaps. Right now it's got a bid for $1. Two Ford Mustang hubcaps and center cap. Center cap, probably a pickup truck cap. 6 Monza hubcaps. Is Monza? Am I thinking that's what the Canadians called the Corvair? I don't know. I can't remember. 5 miscellaneous Cadillac hubcaps. 2 Chevy center caps. Well, I'm surprised. Only $1 so far. Last page. And hopefully there's still time in here to do a little bit of work. Dodge round caps. 2 of them. Lot 300. There's still oh my goodness. Bargains everywhere. Two center caps or hubs. Yep. 5 Ford pickup hubcaps. I tell you. There's that blue sign. Lot 308. It's a metal Arco gas station price sign. Right now it's got a bid of $12. I think that's cheap. It's got some nice patina to it. I wonder if there's a better photograph. Oh, you got the numbers too. No, no photos of the back. I think that's a decent price. Fan belt displays. Right now, let's see if there's any real live advertising on it. Doesn't look like it. Base CB antenna. No. I know one thing. Look at the street light in the back. That'd be kind of neat. Different. You got your fireplace pokers. Lot of 2 street light lamps. They would look awesome in somebody's man cave. It's got a bid of $2. Not sure if they would fit in the car. And we got some more advertisements. Felpro gasket display. Not really old enough, so they're not really going to fly out of the shop. Lot 319, 4 vintage bar stools. Oh, got a little bit of wear in there. I see some tape on one of them. Vintage yellow golf bag. There you go. And metal exit sign for decor only, because if you were actually to use them in any sort of commercial setting, I believe they all have to be lighted now. But decor, oh. Lot 336, empty oil containers. Let's click on them, see what they look like. They're pretty clean. Penray, American. Actually, not too shabby. I do believe they would display well. More oil cans. Well, let's see if we can get a picture from the side. Is that Amoco? Yep, American. Motor oil. Oh, I tell you. Nice little lots right there. Oil guns and oil. Yeah. And we're going to kind of go a little bit faster here because, yeah, gang, I do believe we're going to jump in here and maybe bid a little bit. Light covers. Are they for a Studebaker? Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to look. It's only $1. I would buy them just to, yeah, a sucker for car parts. Headlights, tail lights. These look like the back for a Jeep. Don't know about these. Box with alternator. Oh, okay. And there you have it. We just went through that entire thing. Holy cow. Anyway, gang, well, we're going to kind of quickly read up on the information about this real quick, just in case this actually becomes a thing. All these auctions end today, 7/6. And preview will be from 5 to 6 on Friday. Blah, 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 blah. Well, we missed a preview, so we're bidding the blind. And pickup will be from 1 to 6 on Monday, the July 8th. That's not tomorrow. That's the next day. I don't think I have anything on the calendar. Auction details. Let's click on it. Let's find out more. All bidding activity will take place online. 10% buyer's premium. This auction is a soft close auction, meaning that the lot end times are staggered. And if bidding activity takes place in the last few minutes, the bidding is extended for that lot, much like at a live auction. When the auction begins to end, click the blinking orange button to follow along in the live catalog. This will allow you to bid with ease. All right, this is Ragers Hill Road online auction. And the auctioneer is Mishler Auction Service. It's online only. And talks about the previews and times and the date, blah, blah, blah. And checkout time. Pickup will be from 1 to 6 on Monday. I've got to run downstairs and check the calendar. 10% buyer's premium, which isn't bad at all. And let's check out their terms and conditions. Whoa. Well, we would pretty much be there. Yeah. Registration required with valid credit card. Before you bid, know that the items are required to be removed from the auction location on the designated pickup day time. Yeah, plan on it. You would be amazed, though, at just people will buy stuff and not pick it up. I've never understood. I don't know, but they do have shipping available. Let's see what it says under there. Shipping info. We allow shipping for small items. There is no need to notify us if you need shipping unless you live in PA. Basically, they get the idea. If you're bidding from Oklahoma, they got the idea. Yeah. Lots that have been not picked up by the close of pickup will be charged to the high bid credit card on file. Whoop. We typically ship from UPS, USPS within 1 week from pickup, at which point we will charge your high bid credit card for the shipping charges as well as the $10 handling fee. Always got to watch the handling fees. The handling fees, I get it. But at the same time, always, as a business perspective, I'm always kind of slightly annoyed. I mean, really, I would if it was me and I was doing something similar, I would adjust the premiums to kind of cover a handling fee. I don't know. It might be just me. Because really, $10 can mean a lot in the grand scheme of things. I don't know. It's me. I get it, but at the same time, please look for an email from Pirate Ship for tracking information. We will not be taking payment over the phone. If your card is declined, we reserve the right to resell the items. And for larger items, we can offer free transport to our local UPS store to work with you for shipment. We do not take payment over the phone. Guys just said that. And anyway, gang, it sounds neat. Let's see how much time we got. We've got a little less than an hour before the first items start to go off. Well, anyway, gang, this is what we're going to do. I was actually planning to stay on. We were going to shoot on over to Auction Zip and then maybe back to High Bid. I don't really want to end the stream so short because we kind of had more stuff to look at. But it doesn't even say how long I've been on. Oh, well, we've been on for an hour and 43 minutes already. So we will call it a stream. Yeah, gang, because actually I wasn't planning on really getting involved in this auction, but I think we are. So anyway, gang, stay tuned. I'll let you know if we actually buy anything. And if I don't really get the idea that we're actually going to participate, then I'll pop back on and we'll take a look at another auction that's coming up. Anyway, gang, thanks for tuning in, and be aware there will be more. And I was actually going to try and focus on toys, and we never got there. I will say Ken Geyer Auctions. You may be familiar with him if you're on the East Coast, from Boyertown, Pennsylvania. It's got some nice toy auction coming up. I believe it's in 16 days. But yeah, if you want to check that out, check that out. I think we may even pop that up on the screen at some point and take a look, because prices for that auction are already moving. I don't think there's going to be any deals to be had on that auction, because that is centered and concentrated around the collector. And yeah, for an auction that's 16 days away, there was a couple of the prices that were just up there already. But anyway, gang, that's it. That's all. Be sure to check out the eBay site. And also, too, whenever you have a chance, be sure you find a piece of decor for that one corner of your house. You know what corner I'm talking about, that bare spot. That's right, gang. Find something to fill it. All right, gang, until we see you again, have a good night, unless we see you in a couple of hours. All right. Peace.